Good afternoon, my fellow park enthusiasts. It's a nice Wednesday evening. Normally I'd be playing mini games on Saturday, but I'm going to be playing today, and that's for two reasons. Really just one reason, but I have an extra one for the Johns. And so basically the situation is I don't have much time to stream. After my last stream, I was planning for the next stream, which would be this one. I was planning to use it to do a bit of testing out speeds, like running speeds in Pokepark, but I don't have much time to stream. To be quite frank, I'll probably end the stream after like 10 to 12 minutes. So that doesn't leave me a whole lot of time to do much. And so this is probably the best option I have as far as, activities that don't require time commitment that I can stream. The other reason that is kind of just secondary here is that I actually missed my last Saturday stream, so I haven't played mini games in the past week. So here I am. Honestly, it'd be pretty cool if I could manage to get a PB in a short time I have here, but to be honest, I kind of just want to chill. Just kind of want to chill out a little bit. Oh, alright. 3 knocked off, but only 1 was credit on my end. Ooh. Gonna do a bit of hydrating. Hydrating can never be a bad thing. There are stories about people who overhydrate, drink too much water, and they get sick. But it's propaganda. Realistically, you're not going to run into that situation. That's like a very extreme thing to have happen, I think. I could be wrong. I'm no doctor, but I think generally speaking, you can drink as much water as you want. And there are other ways to hydrate besides drinking water, of course. But it's my weapon of choice in this world is water, so that's usually what I go out with. Always equipped with a water bottle of some kind. I mean, they must call it a water bottle for a reason, right? It's not for carrying your uh sodas. Water bottles are for water, and that's that. But let me know in the chat what you guys and gals all think is the best beverage for hydrating. I promise I won't ban you if you say something like Prime. Oh my goodness. You hear there's some controversy with, I think it was Gatorade? Unrelated to the whole dyes thing, with the red dye they banned a couple months back. This is more like, I don't know. It had to do with the contents, I know that much. But some kind of carcinogen, maybe? To be honest, I don't pay super close. Oh! I don't pay super close attention to news headlines. So this one's kind of escaping me, but it was irrelevant to what I was talking about, so I tried to remember. It seems I wasn't very successful in being able to remember, but just look it up yourself. I'm sure there'll be something to corroborate my claim that Gatorade's not the best for yous. And really, we should have known this, because it does have a lot of sugar, doesn't it? I know there's like all the zero varieties or the all the Diet Cokes of the world. I still don't know what's in those artificial flavors, but you know what? They say it's not added sugar, so surely it can't be that evil, right? Surely. Oh, wait, 24 seconds left? I might be able to beat my high score if I just keep going. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. I think I have to utilize the power-up because Baltoy has the explosion, right? There's really no downside to using that like there is with the Cyclone. I got to realize that. Ooh. Alright. Ooh! Ooh! Oh man. I got my toes curled, my body tensed. Don't ask why. It's really intense gameplay, right? Surely you can understand that. Every hit gets me a little nervous about falling off. Ooh. Really like my starting setup. It's been doing me pretty well. You don't get all 5 of the starting Pokemon, but I'd say 4 out of 5 is pretty darn good. Especially considering how consistently I'm able to knock them all off. Definitely big plus. Alright, only able to knock one off, but I'd say it was still a worthwhile use. Alright, this should be... Oh my goodness! Heatran is so big and bulky and, most importantly, evidently very heavy. Knocking it off is not super easy. You know, I still don't get the lore for Heatran having the ability to come as male or female when most Pokemon don't have identified gender. What's with that? What's with that? What makes Heatran different in that regard? Because it's not like you can lay eggs with Heatran. You know, if anything, you'd expect maybe Manaphy to have, you know, like some kind of, I don't know. You'd expect Manaphy to be one of the legendary Pokemon with gender assignment, but it doesn't have one. Latios and Latias make sense. They come as a pair. They're like the first legendary Pokemon to introduce the concept that they could have genders assigned to them. And then I don't know if we saw any others besides Heatran up through Gen 4. Nothing's coming up off the top of my head. But I know that there are more. Another interesting one is that Solgaleo and Lunala don't have genders, even though they also reproduce. Because, you know, you can get Cosmog in an egg, right? And that's gotta be like, you know, it's just gotta be their offspring, right? Because they're in the evolutionary line together. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know the lore. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing it's just like a lack of knowledge about these Pokemon because they're rare. I don't know. Legendary Pokemon probably all have genders, but maybe the Pokemon scientists just don't know how to identify a lot of them. That's my headcanon because I don't got anything better to explain it right now. Oh, all right. Wow, I didn't get credit for either of those. All right. I'll go for about 3 more minutes. It'll be possibly my shortest stream ever. We'll see. I actually don't know what my current shortest stream length is. Probably like 10 to I know it's got to be like 10 to 15 minutes, but I don't really know where in that range it falls. Okay, I finally got number 4. Should I? Okay, I'm not going to back out, but This is a really slow pace. Reason I'm going to be leaving the stream earlier than I'd like to is that I'm going to be leaving and helping out a concert this evening. Not going to be performing or anything like that, but you know, I'll be helping out, pan flips and holding the door. I'm a bit of a philanthropist, you could say, because it's a free concert, so I'm not getting paid. The musicians aren't getting paid. Nobody's getting paid. But you know, getting paid with uh, the knowledge that I'm helping people out, I think, and that's pretty rich, right? At least that's what my mom said one time, or maybe like a couple times. I kind of pulled it out of nowhere in particular, but oh my goodness. She didn't actually, I don't remember her saying that, but she probably said it at multiple points. You can tell that I'm a really good listener. I was a very good kid to take care of when I was, when I was the nicest kid you could imagine. I'm still nice, by the way. In case the park enthusiast needed to get some fun Manaphy facts, here's one for you. I'm actually a really nice guy. It's true. Ask people. They'll corroborate what I'm saying. Ooh, that was that was a dumb way to fall off. All right, this will be my last one for the stream. This will be my last attempt. We'll play it out to the end, like always. No PD so far. Have the potential to change that here. Oh, all right. Having trouble getting any knockoffs here. Oh, in fact, I'm the one getting knocked off. Just shows I got a long way to go. There are Pokemon with even rougher stat lines. I say stat lines, but the only real stat is weight. I have Pokemon that are even lighter than Baltoy on the menu, and they have this Cyclone special and not this Explosion, so it's gonna be kind of tough, I think. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. One thing I'm noticing about the Explosion, I don't think the knockback is dependent on your weight, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, that's gonna be all for today's stream. Sorry, it's a short one. If you enthusiasts want more, just wait. Be patient, because I'll be back on Friday. I'll be back on Saturday. Most likely. I haven't been sticking to my streaming schedule. I may have to re-examine it soon. But please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourselves in the days to come.